This is what $218 million buys you in Palm Beach, Florida.
So right away, I don't know about you. If I'm going to be paying into the millions, maybe not millions, but into the tens of millions or more, I'm going to want to get a property where the water is pretty clear. Maybe not the clearest in the world, but pretty clear, right? Unless you just really love this area for some reason, which, I think for networking purposes or just being around other ultra wealthy people, that's a big driver. But it's just interesting how these sort of areas develop despite them not even really being in the best looking locations. Honestly, this water looks pretty bad. And he's going to go on to say that you can't even get a super yacht here, which for most people wouldn't matter. But if you have billions of dollars, you probably want to just be able to do whatever you want with your property. If you're going to spend 100 million plus, right? You should get pretty much everything. But other than that, I know I'm pausing a lot here, but look at how it's pretty exposed. I mean, a lot of these are fairly exposed. I don't know. I like privacy a lot. Some people don't care that much, but yeah.
Who do you think the buyer will be? I don't want to say anything. The people who are buying this home have donated this amount of money. They bought artwork. Is it that expensive to spend $218 million
So essentially, it doesn't matter to them.
on a home if you've bought a piece of artwork that expensive? I'm just imagining who's going to drive over that
That's an amazing shot, though.
bridge and walk in and say, this is my new home. The island measures...
There's something sort of off about it. I feel like even if it's like you live here, I feel like it's like almost fake. It's a man-made island. It's very square. And yeah, it just doesn't feel like it naturally fits in super well. I suppose you could say that for a lot of these around here, but...
Yeah. 2.2 acres of land located in the intercoastal waterway of Palm Beach. It's man-made, built by dredging crews in the 1930s. The island was purchased in 2021 for $85 million. It featured a 1940s Florida-style...
Would it be crazy? I feel like it's not that crazy to just have, build something around there so it's not just these square shapes, right? So you have some sort of feeling of like you're in nature, right? I don't know what exactly off the top of my mind, but, for 100 million plus, don't you want it to be as nice as possible? So kind of this is addressing what I was saying before, like these hedges, I feel like even if they didn't have them all the way around, like I guess in the back here it's not covered completely, but even if maybe they were just partial hedges and part of the thing, part of each side, or just all of one side was blocked or something, that'd be pretty good. This is even almost overkill, depending on who you ask, but I'd say a mix between this and how it is now would be good.
Home, which has since been totally reimagined and added onto, now measuring in at 21,000 square feet with 11 bedrooms and 22 bathrooms.
I don't think I've ever been this excited to share a home with you on my channel. Welcome to the island. So you enter over your own private bridge where you have security there out front. It is the only private island in Palm Beach. Little perspective here. All these homes around us are going for at least 40, 50, 60 million dollars. This is $218 million for your own private island. So setting foot on the island, welcome. You have a beautiful rolling front lawn on your left and your right side.
I just find it a little bit funny that it's like, it's not even $220. It's only $218 million. It's like, why did they make that little difference? And
Right here. The bridge then leads to your motor court, where you have two beautiful banyan trees really adding to the essence of the space. And as you can see, the architecture of this home is a colonial style, which is very different from most of the homes in this area, which are a bit more
I feel like that view is not.
style,
This
which is very different from most of the homes in this area, which are a bit more
Okay. I feel like this.
which is very different from most of the homes in this area, which are a bit
Well,
more Mediterranean. And the original house, off to my side here, that's the original structure. And trees really adding to the essence of the space. And as you can see, the
okay, I feel like this just looks like a normal house pretty much, right? So the design, fairly simplistic, honestly.
architecture of this home is a colonial style, which is very different from most of the homes in this area.
This looks like what you'd find at like a cheap motel. These guards, what are, for the upper level and on the lower level even.
Which are a bit more Mediterranean. And the original house, off to my side here, that's the original structure, and all of this was added on.
Honestly, overall, obviously it looks fine, but it's just, again, for this price, is fine good enough? No.
Off of the motor core, there is a 5-car garage here off to my side. Now entering the home through this huge mahogany door, let me just take a look at this. The scale of the home is incredible. So as you enter the space, you have this open concept room. It's the gray room / dining room. But I'm going to take you to what you probably clicked on in this video for. The whole wall of this space opens up, leading out to your loggia, where you have a view of your 98-foot-long swimming pool with high and cold plunge at either end, views of the intercoastal, palm trees. I mean, you are in Palm Beach, Florida, and you're standing on a $218 million island.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like the pool is almost too skinny. I don't know.
From this perspective, you can really see the colonial architecture on the exterior of the home here, where you have multiple covered loggias, Juliet balconies, upper terraces. We have a tennis court pavilion off to the corner there with a clay tennis court. To my far side, and then on the other side of the island, we have yet another swimming pool. And then in front of me, check out the size of this dock. So the harbor isn't quite deep enough for a mega yacht, but you could easily be taken out to your mega yacht. I mean, this is, it's a private island. It's a private island. So of course you would have a beautiful dock like this. But let's make our way back inside to check.
That is not a beautiful dock. That's a very bland looking dock.
Check out the rest. And heading back in, you can really see now beautiful iron frame doors here. They pocket in, so you could have indoor-outdoor living if you wanted. Have the whole wall open up. You have your seat.
Like that view looks just like.
So you could have indoor-outdoor living if you wanted.
Like if you're looking at this, you'd just be like, yeah, it looks like a kind of like a normal Florida view. Right? There's nothing stunning about that.
Have the whole wall open up. You have your seating area off to the left, with again nice gas fireplace, television overhead. If you look up, coffered ceilings, giving it that very elegant feeling, that colonial style. Below our feet we have white oak, which really gives that beachy theme. But again, this is the center of the house, and you can see on the drone shot we're going to outline exactly where we are for reference in the space. For now, we're going to make our way to the right, which is, you'll see in a second, this is the kitchen wing. So check out this kitchen. Center island here with a breakfast bar, seating for 4. Then this will be like your informal living room area at the far end of the room. Your little breakfast table. Then you have this kitchen. Italian marble on the countertops.
I feel like it's a very okay looking. Nothing to write home about. The kitchen in this area. It's like good for a regular house.
The backsplash in the hood of this range here, gotta love a pot filler. You probably won't be doing your dishes if you buy this place, but if you wanted to do your dishes, great sink to do it in. On the far side, these are freezer drawers. Check that out, not one, but 2 freezer drawers. And then this right here, this is an ice maker in your kitchen. And to run a house like this, you need a few extra
What? An ice maker in your kitchen? Isn't that in like most people's freezer?
And so if you go that way, I'll go this way. We have your chef's kitchen, which is better than most restaurants that I've seen in New York City, with the stainless steel island here. Another 6
How many restaurants are you going in their kitchen?
burner wolf cooktop here, dual oven, again, another pot filler here, and then this huge beautiful roll sink. Of course, more dishwashers in here, induction wolf oven here, and behind me, another refrigerator, another freezer, more storage over top. And check this out. You have a commercial grade freezer in this home. Brand new. It's not even on yet, but you have a walk-in freezer in your house here. Pretty crazy. And if you follow me this way,
Well, I don't know how much someone would need that, but that's a nice addition, I suppose.
here's another little prep area, again with that marble, open concept shelving, and then you have your wine room here, right off the kitchen. This whole wing is for the kitchen area, kind of the domestic wing of the house. Off to my right here, we've got a powder room to the left, and check out this laundry room. You've got 6 washer dryers in this space, marble to fold your clothes. Like, this is the top of the top of the top of the line of homes. And even we've got another 6.
Maybe it is, but not for these features. I mean, I could put a couple more washers and dryers in a house. I could put a marble piece. And what is that going to cost you? A couple $1,000s?
Here, like, just, it's such an immaculate space, and it's so grandiose. It's tastefully done too, I have to say. So we're gonna just keep this as one shot to really give you a frame of
Tastefully done? Seems very blockish to me.
reference of the home and how large it is. I almost got lost for a second.
Don't get me wrong, altogether it's like, of course, most people would kill to have this house, but we're talking about, for this price, this should be amazing artwork.
I was like, what's there? That's the chef's kitchen. I mean, the place is so big you can get lost in it. We're gonna head outside again to the loggia. This is basically everything we just
He loves saying loggia. It's his favorite word.
saw indoors, outdoors. The marble is switched up a bit, so you have the blue marble here on the countertop to really.
I do think the blue marble looks kind of cool. It's a little bit contrast with the white. And I like this little color over here, although that's not. See, some things like this, like how much does that cost? Like maybe a couple $100. I don't know. I'm not a botanist, but like little things like that, I feel could really help the property aesthetically. I think this wood on the ceiling is better, just because it was like so much white, which can be cool, but it's just a little too much in this property.
Accent the water and the pool and the blue skies and everything that makes Florida Florida. If you go this way, this connects the motor court to the loggia. So again, we have 5 garages here in the motor court, and this just connects the space from the front of the property to the back. And then you can see again this fireplace, just for perspective, how high the mantle is here. The scale of the home's unreal.
To me, this is like
And then
the best view of the house when you're inside.
to the back. And then you can see again this fireplace, just for perspective.
This would be nice to see here. Have this cover, have some plants. Look out, you can see the pool, see the neighbors, green. That's pretty good.
How high the mantle is here. The scale of the home's unreal. And then at the other end of the loggia, you have your tennis pavilion.
Loggia.
Look at this space. Double height ceiling here, just letting in light from every angle. Views optimized in every direction. And then if you look down below my feet,
It's kind of cool.
we've got that white oak again, and it mimics the design of the space. One of the most beautiful
Wow.
rooms that I've ever seen in any home. And of course you have your view.
I'm not super crazy about the white oak. Especially because it's everything else is so white. And again, not that all white is bad, but it has to be done well.
Of your clay tennis court. And if you look up, you've got your Juliet balcony overlooking the space. Let's actually take a look down onto the courts. We've left the pavilion, and this is one of 3 tennis courts. And
The Juliet balcony, is that? Seems almost pointless, but
in all of Palm Beach that has lights for playing at night. And this is grandfathered in, so you're not allowed to put night lights on tennis courts. You have to be grandfathered in. I can only say one of the other owners who has this feature, Jimmy Buffett, also has his tennis court lit up so he can play at night. Making our way back, though, we have a
that's worth noting.
wet bar here, wine storage, because you have your tennis match, you want to have your refreshments. Behind me is access to the garages and a powder room. And up the stairs here, you've got multiple landings, a window here to let in some light on the stairwell. And this is the guest quarter. Again, let's check out the view from the top here. So there's that Juliet balcony. There's another perspective of the tennis pavilion. And like I mentioned, this is the guest quarters, or the guest apartment. So again, out the window here, views of the banyan trees, the motor court. We have a bedroom here off to our left. Views of the intercoastal waterway, the tennis court down below. And just look at this bathroom.
This feels like a very small bedroom.
Even the guest room. And you get a view of the tennis court from your shower. And I want to show every inch of the house. I get a lot of comments saying that we don't show every inch. So we're going to really show everything. Another bedroom. Again, same finishes in the bathroom. And for a
Another pretty small bedroom.
guest bedroom, very large bathroom. The footbridge we came in on. We've got our steam shower and a floating vanity. So we don't lose the light of the window, but we can still have a vanity. And then again, pocket doors to optimize the space as well. So continuing down the guest wing, making a left here, this is a pretty cool area. This is like the family room here in the guest wing. And again, this is another kitchen in this house, and this is a full kitchen. We've only got 4 burners up here, but again, the same marble on the countertops, and then a nice sitting area taking the views of the intercoastal waterway. Now to see it from time, we are back in the gray room dining room for a bit of frame of reference of where we are in this space. We've seen one wing, and now we're going to check out the whole other wing of the house. So if you follow me
Whoa.
off of the gray room, this is the executive office, separate from the rest of the home. Just look at this space. Coffered ceilings again. You have views of your pool, intercoastal waterway, floor-to-ceiling glass windows here with the steel black frame.
Do you want the office like in the middle of the house like that? I feel like people would be walking through it. I don't know.
And this space even has ensuite bathroom. Let's check this out. Huge steam shower, marble everywhere. And then right off of the bathroom here, we even have a little wet.
I feel like marble is one of those things that's like has to be tastefully done. Like if you lived in a complete marble house, would that be good? I don't know, maybe. Maybe it'd be awesome. But here it just I don't know. I feel like if you could somehow make shelves of just pure diamond, it would just look like glass, and you'd probably get sick of having that everywhere.
Bar, wine storage here, and a refrigerator. And then leaving the office, you do notice we have double doors, so you could close off this whole wing and have a little bit of privacy. Here's another peek at that fireplace, sitting area in the living room. And off to my right, to the other wing of the house, this could be, I don't even know what this would be, another sitting area. Could be your family room, huge flat screen TV, call-free ceilings again throughout the whole space, and doors to the front porch here of the house. We have your elevator right here off of your double-width stairwell, which leads up to the owner's wing of this home. So the owner of this space has a whole separate part of the home dedicated just for them.
Crazy.
So if you pull back, I just want to show the length of this hallway. Off of the stairwell, you have this hallway that goes all the way back to there. And then if we whip it way back to me, to my left, the third laundry
Is that good? I feel like you don't want a bunch of space being used up as a hallway.
room in this mansion, just in case, because you don't want to run through the whole house because it is a huge house. And now, should we go here?
Are you going to be doing your own laundry? You own this house and you need that many washers and dryers? Like, I don't know.
Oh, here, actually, I want to show you this first. This is your front loggia, so you have a view
The loggia.
the banyan trees and the bridge leading to your property.
See, like all together, looks pretty good. But you want more than that.
You can hear all the birds, just, yeah, it's another level. This house is another level. Again, you have not one but 3 doors that can lead into the hallway, back on in the hallway, through these double doors here.
You know what I really do not like? Wooden floors like this with this design of this like V's. Like up and down like that, like, ew. That does not go, just doesn't look nice.
This is the owner's suite.
It doesn't flow. It looks very unnatural. It feels like busy. I do not like it. Yeah, it's like annoying.
You ready for this? So walking in, off to my left, we have this, what,
That was the biggest drop in from expectation to reality. I mean, he almost made it look. He almost looks like he just opened into a closet. He's like, "You ready for this? You guys ready for this?" It's like, I gotta walk through this hallway, this little closet hallway.
bar with those open marble shelves running up the entire
Here we
length
go
here.
again with this same marble thing. It's like, I think it's cool if houses have like a sort of style and design, like they kind of like try to tie it together with a theme like that. That's fine. I like a little more variety, and especially not just white marble everywhere. I mean, with white cabinets. I mean, honestly, like look at this. Look this. If you just took this part, this looks like it'd be found in like any building home that's like making like McMansions around the country, right? Really, it looks exactly like this.
Behind me, this is the first closet. Yeah, this is a closet. This is bigger than my bedroom. And then off of the closet,
Loser. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean that seems like kind of a smaller size bedroom, honestly.
this is the first bathroom here, with white Italian marble over the whole space, and all the marble.
I don't know. I feel like if they would have done it, the whole rest of the house didn't do the marble and just did this all marble here, then you kind of have like this wow factor of like, wow, it's like all marble. It's like crazy, you know?
Is book matched. Everywhere you look, you can see all the pieces of marble are book matched, which is extremely expensive. And again, you have that huge vanity mirror here, so you can see the water while you're getting.
Like on in everything in life, you want it to be like, it's like when you eat like a new amazing food for the first time. That's what you want visuals to be like. And not that it always has to be that way, but I mean, if you're getting this price point, you want it to be amazing and unique, right? And I feel like this is kind of getting it just because it's just so much marble, and it's almost like you're just totally surrounded with marble. I feel like, I don't know, like this sort of box shape, and I know marble. I don't know that much about marble, but from what I can tell, it's. I don't know. I feel like I have seen some shaped pieces. I feel like they could have done more with it. Because it's just block, 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 you know?
Ready. And even a Julia balcony walk out.
Dude, this is... Look at this. Look at this craftsmanship. What? This is a joke. What? This is terrible balcony. I mean, even... I don't know. Okay.
And get a look.
That's alright. That water, though, man. Wow.
At your private island with your swimming pool. And I mentioned this is just
How private is this island? Honestly, somebody could just swim onto it.
the first bathroom. So we'll make our way back through your closet. And again, I want to mention that there's speakers integrated in the whole space. So it is a smart home. And off the wet bar, welcome to the owner's bedroom. We've got the vaulted ceiling.
Okay. This is probably the best I've seen in the house.
Tons of space here. I mean, look how large this room is. And the best part is, you have a private terrace with almost just as much real estate as the interior, overlooking the back of the property here. And really from the drone shot, you can see the perspective of how small a person is in this home. It is truly something else.
Alright.
Pretty special
I like the wood is a little... The wood on the ceilings they have for the outdoor parts is nice.
home. I mean, this bedroom is so serene.
I'll just rewind it back for a second. Here we go. Like that.
Pretty special home. I mean, this bedroom is so serene. It's so peaceful. It's huge. And there's a whole other half on this side.
Oh.
Get a look at this. This is one of the most expensive bathrooms in the entire world, clad in Italian
That's pretty stunning. Yeah.
book-matched marble. Every piece of marble that you see is book-matched. Look down below me at my feet, book-matched. You look up at the wall, it's book-matched. You have a soaking tub front and center with faucets coming right out of this marble, a shower with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's
You know what this house reminds me of? It's like when someone gets money and they don't know like how to deal with it, like what is like classy. So they're just like, imagine you get like a house and you just buy all like the most expensive art you can and just put it all on the wall, and you have this wall full of all this super expensive art, and it's like it doesn't work all together. Like you have to do it tastefully. So just purely from the fact that they spent a bunch of money on this, obviously a good chunk of it, like it's like fine, like it works, and some of it's good, but it's like power and finesse, right? If you just like go and if you had a balance 0 to 100, and this would be like almost all power, like 98 power, and then finesse is at like 50, you know?
It's like 6 shower heads in here. This is one of, if not the most expensive bathrooms in the entire world. I want to point out that even
The drawers are clad in marble here. The hand.
So, you know, I said it was stunning, and it is, just because it's like, just like wow, you know. But if you're saying it's one of the most expensive bathrooms in the world, it's not that great, and you kind of get sick of it. I mean, it's like gray and white, like that's it, gray and white. Okay.
Handles for the sink are crystal. On the far side, we have the makeup station again with marble on the drawers. And then off into the corner, automatic Toto spring, heated, cooled, whatever you want toilet. Those things run almost 10 grand. To top it off.
I did not know that. But I mean, 10 grand compared to hundred millions of dollars, you know, it's nothing. You can put whatever you want, any toilet there you want.
Another Julia balcony. So check this out. For instance, pop on your shades. You could come out here. You could be in your bathroom. Your partner could be in their bathroom.
It's a pretty good angle. Nice seeing these nice houses in the background. And honestly, like, they kind of, a lot of them seem, from this distance, look to have like somewhat similar look to them, like not like amazing, which is surprising to me, but okay.
You could come out on your terraces and have a conversation with each other. That's the type of house this is. It's that large. Kind of just have to stop and really look around and assess. And if you want to see a full tour of this bathroom, go make sure to check me out on TikTok and Instagram. We made a reel of that space alone and broke it all down. Back out into the hallway, you definitely get your steps in living in this house. At the end of the hallway, check out this bedroom.
I don't know if I would say that if I'm trying to sell a house. Maybe. But at this point, at this price point, I don't think wealthy people are going to be impressed by having to take steps. I think they don't. I think they, you know, they want to just save their time. And if they want to take steps, then they'll go work out or something, right? They just want to have a nice place to live, I would think. Don't really care, you know. It's a mansion, it's big, whatever, you know. It's like they're not going for is it the Palace of Versailles or something like that?
It's a mirror image of the other one at the front end of the hallway. I mean, this alone in most homes would be the primary suite. You have another
this is ultra normal looking room.
Beautiful bathroom with that same marble throughout the whole space. Very decent size. And back onto the hallway.
I feel like I'm getting sick of, like, physically sick of the marble. No.
All the way at the other end of the hallway where you have the stairwell. And I want to point out again, these are double width stairs, so you really get that grand feeling in here. And off to my left, this is one of my favorite rooms. This is the game room here. You got your pool table here, flat screen. Kitchen number 3. The thing I love most about this room is all the light with all these windows, and again, another Julia balcony. And this house is huge. From the drone shot, you can see we are now in the far guest wing of the house, where we have basically a full other house. So this is the junior primary suite. So this, again, would be the main suite in most homes. This is beautiful. You have your soaking tub here in the bedroom. I think this is the coolest thing ever. Then you have a balcony facing...
The coolest thing ever. I know people talk with hyperbole a lot, but... I don't know. How often do you even take a bath?
The back of the house, and this is a whole separate section out of the island, so you have a whole nother terrace down below us here. So through these doors, we have another terrace, and if you look down, this is your second
It's a good view.
swimming pool on the island. So you have the main 98-foot pool, and then this second pool. At a price point.
Honestly, do you want another pool? Honestly. Why? Why not just make a bigger single pool? I don't know.
Like this. There's only a few people in the whole world that could purchase a place like this. Who do you think the buyer will be? I think the buyer will be somebody who wants the only property like this. In other words, someone who wants something.
That's true. Have an island in one of the wealthiest zip codes in the United States.
That no one else has. That rare piece of artwork, that rare vintage car that they collect, and now this rare, one-of-a-kind, only one of properties in the world.
Would you say this would be a primary residence or a vacation home?
Look, Palm Beach is turning into a year-round community with all that's being built across the bridge in West Palm Beach. It's becoming a financial hub of the South. So it could be a family moving down from New York City. It could be a single person who just wants that one special property that just doesn't exist anywhere else. I've sold many, many large properties that I say to myself, it's going to be a big family coming from New York. It's going to be a big family coming from California. And it's one guy who lives in 20,000 square feet. It's incredible. You just never know who's coming through. I could see it being a single hedge funder. I could see it being a family from overseas with a very important in-law that has her own in-law suite upstairs, with its, staff quarters for just her as well. So it could be anybody. And I'm just imagining
Could be me.
who's going to drive over that bridge and walk in and say, this is my new home.
All the information to purchase this home is down below in the description of the video.
Okay, the bridge is cool. And, to go back, I'm obviously picking out things. But, it's all, like I said, in the mentality of spending hundreds of millions. You could get 100 amazing homes in the United States. Maybe, well, if it's 200 million, you could get, obviously depending where they are. But yeah, you get 100 homes with over $2 million. So if you're thinking about that sense, then this one property should be like the best ever. It's just weird to me that I don't know. I'm wondering who they got to design this. But yeah, I would definitely get something so that people couldn't just go on there. I would think this area, if you could kind of have it come out more, if that's at all possible. Maybe not. This dock was here, so they obviously they're able to go out this way a little bit, but I don't know if they could do anything about that with the city, having it extend a little further, because that would be cool, so it's not just a square. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Love ya. Let me know what you think. If you disagree with me, if you agree, if you think there's something amazing. I don't see anything amazing about this except that it's an island. There's a bridge. I would say that's the best thing. But yeah, let me know what you think. Tell me if you disagree. You can suggest other properties for me to check out. And yeah, if you would subscribe. Like I said, comment, appreciate ya. Love ya. And if you can check out my Instagram page, Heinz Listings. Put in the description, all that kind of thing. All that kind of stuff. So anyway, thanks guys. Take care.